just so you know, in Wayne's World, he actually goes. He doesn't say the 2, Adam.
And then he goes.
The countdown.
Yeah, Adam did the 2. You're not supposed to do the 2. How about them boys?
New logo, baby.
Don't you break my news. We talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome back.
Nate's back.
And we're gonna start off with some drop a bomb here. We're doing a little bit of a brand. What would you call it? Brand change?
We're changing brand refresh. Brand refresh because full disclosure here. When I started the Can Fan thing in my kitchen, I kind of just contacted some guy on Fiverr. He did a terrible logo, and I ended up just taking an iPhone emoji that kind of looked like me, and putting it on the shitty cartoon. Here, I'll put it up on the screen so that the fans can see it.
What, the old one or the new one?
The old one.
Oh,
right there, look.
Oh,
there it is.
You can see it so people can see it.
Yeah,
so that was the old one. I actually paid a guy probably about $80. That's not the face they used. I actually he made me look like the guy looked like Dak Prescott, so I just put the emoji on. But that doesn't matter. We are going away from Dallas Cowboys Can Fan, and we are going to Cowboys Can Fan.
Cowboys Can Fan, and I'm doing a live update right now. Just while you're...
Are you actually changing it right now?
Yeah. Well, not the name of it. Just changing the photo here.
I totally threw it on the screen, and now people can screenshot all the password and stuff.
Oh no, it's all right. It's just username.
Is my credit card on there?
Yeah.
Just yours.
Jokes on you, bitches. It's maxed out.
Well, guess what? Cowboys Can Fan sounds way better than Dallas Cowboys Can Fan.
Not only is it it's easier off the tongue, we're not going to get sued. That's the main thing. We're changing it because, you know what, we have big dreams here, and if it's the Dallas Cowboys Can Fan podcast, there's issues.
But
so we are going Cowboys Can Fan podcast. We're back with Nate Dogg. We're back with the Bandwagon boys, and we're fucking feeling young. We're feeling hot, and we're feeling fresh.
Yep. You got it.
And clean.
And clean.
clean.
Well, yeah.
Super clean.
Super
right.
clean.
And I'm gonna have to fix up the logo because it kind of it looks all chopped up right now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, you just lost me 10% of my followers.
It's a PNG. I don't know what the heck's going on.
That's what happens when we do shit live. But so anyways, if you're looking for us right now, it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys Can Fan IG. It's going to be changed to the Cowboys Can Fan IG, fastest growing IG on the internet. We also got YouTube. AJ, what is the new YouTube going to be? I have one guess.
Well, I'll tell you this. It's going to be much different than the old YouTube when we can get to it. But right now, you'll just continue to search Dallas Cowboys Can Fan.
And you know, we're not...
or Cowboys Can Fan.
Cowboys Can Fan. We're changing it this week.
Okay. Well... There's nothing to change, though. We don't have the...
you can't even change it? You can't change it from Dallas
for
Cowboys
those of
Can
you
Fan to Cowboys Can Fan right now?
We don't have a URL to change.
Oh, so it's just going to be the same URL. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep searching us the same way you were.
When we do change it, it's going to be same
Cowboys
as the
Can Fan.
IG. Yeah.
Fuck
Cowboys.
yeah. Fastest growing IG.
But the biggest thing is that if you're listening right now, do us a favor. Subscribe. Actually, not even subscribe. Just subscribe to our fucking YouTube.
We're begging you. We're fucking begging you.
Look.
And for those... look,
suck your penis. Suck your penis.
For those of you who don't believe it, we have a 99% success rate of going up in followers every time we do this show.
Every time. So we're on the uptrend. So anyways, away from pimping ourselves out, we got Nate Dogg back on. And Nate, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, guys.
So
thanks for having me back.
Right now, there's a little bit of controversy of who has the best podcast voice. And I think it's between Brother Adrian and Nate Dogg right now, to be honest. If I had to pick who I'd like to hear the most.
Can you say this on air right now, Nate? Yeah. Cowboys Can Fan, the #1 Dallas Cowboys podcast in the world.
Oh, no.
He's on the spot.
Say it again.
Cowboys Can Fan, the #1 Dallas Cowboys podcast in the world.
Cowboys Can Fan, the #1 podcast in the world.
Boom.
Not even the #1 Dallas Cowboys
Just the podcast.
The #1 podcast. And guess what? We're going to clip that audio.
Rogan. Fuck you, Rogan.
These are not our opinions. These
We're gonna-
And I'm a fan. I've watched every episode. I got to tell you, it's this is the best podcast in the world.
Fucking
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
Nate is loving it.
Love it, Nate.
Okay,
Dog.
so we're gonna get off our own dicks here. So everyone's doing good. Bandwagon
Allegedly.
boys.
That's not-
Speak for yourself.
And that's not because Nate's going to be on about 10% of our podcast.
Yeah, we have. What's our plan, Nate? We're gonna bring you back for every decade episode.
I'm the decade guy.
He was here for episode 10. He's
Yeah.
here for episode 20.
Episode 20 baby.
That's hot.
That's feeling good.
He's 10% Nate.
Yeah.
He's 10%. Yeah, but that'll change though.
No, it's always. It will be always if he comes in every 10.
I guess
episodes.
eventually it would be. Yeah.
Actually, next episode.
Yeah.
Next episode.
It kind of sounds like what my girlfriend says about me too, but
Hey-o.
yikes. She's a sweetheart.
But next episode is our half year episode 21, because there's 52 weeks in a year, right?
Oh shoot.
No. You get that's bad math.
No.
26.
We got
26?
26 would be half episode. 26 plus 26
Fuck
is
me.
52.
Holy shit.
21 plus 21 is 42.
I got panicked here.
You got
Hey,
panicked.
did you turn 78 this year?
I got panicked here because I thought AJ's not going to be here next week. He's going to be remote, and I was like, oh, he's not going to be here for our half year episode.
He will be.
He will be, though.
So big stuff going on right now.
Just a question though. So
What?
someone whoever can do quick math, does season start on our half year episode?
No.
Oh
No, because it's our half year will be in. It'll be close actually.
Was August?
We'll be
6th?
We'll be 1 week before.
Well, it's
It might be on the Hall of Fame game though, right?
No, Hall of Fame game.
Is it gonna be
is
home-
August
home-
5th?
It was August 5th.
No, I think our half year will be a week. I think it's like first week of September.
September
9th. Yeah.
That's at Tampa. September 27th is first home game.
But I don't know what you're trying to look
Well,
at
then
here.
I'm saying then. Oh,
Our half year episode is going to be in 5 weeks. The season's still
long
still
time. Okay, I see what you're saying.
over that.
Right.
Or is it? It's
Or is it?
47 days away. So yeah, we won't make it. 5 weeks times 7 is 35 days. So no, we're coming up sometime in preseason. But that's still good. We'll still have our half year episode sometime in preseason.
Sometime preseason.
Speaking of preseason, there's some big shit going on. Dallas Cowboys kicked off training camp this week.
Yeah, a lot of. I'm just trying to get to the.
Actually, it's their second practice. Their second practice is actually running right now. By the time this comes out on Tuesday, they'll probably be on their third or fourth practice. But I'm just glad football is back. Like, you're actually looking at shit that matters. There's guys out there. That was a good. Is that on the screen right now?
Yeah.
Dak tossing darts. Is that to Gallup? Is that to our boy? You know we're huge Gallup fans out here.
We're
Dak's rolling out. For anyone listening, Dak rolls out to his left. Fucking throws a dart to 17.
He's got and he's got hands all over him. The CB. I mean, come on.
Look at that. That is a great pass.
I mean, I can't believe Dak's throwing cigarettes to people.
He's throwing darts. But this is huge, though. Like, we're joking around here, but you got to look. The last time he was on a field, he got stretchered off with his ankle in an air cast because it was sticking out in 3 different spots.
His cleat was going the wrong way.
His cleat was definitely going the wrong way. And so now he's out here, 6 months after, and he's looking. I mean, that's pretty good for a first day of practice.
There was another one that you had sent, and it's too bad it's gone now. But there was another clip. Were you able to find that?
No, I didn't find it. But
okay.
what it was is they had clips of Dak rolling out, and so it's this drill. They have the net. You know how they have the net and it has 3 different pockets in it.
Yep.
Well, each pocket had a different color. It had blue, red, and yellow. So the quarterback runs out, and as he's rolling out, a coach yells out a color. So Dak had back-to-back ones when he was running out. They yell blue, hits blue with a fucking dime. Next time he rolls out, yellow, hits it with a dime. So his accuracy is looking pretty good. His wheels definitely holding up, and I'm just fucking glad there's some meaningful football back. Like, we're weeks away from the first Hall of Fame game, which is Steelers versus Cowboys. And it's just I think it's 47 days away from opening kickoff. It's just starting to feel real.
Our first live stream?
Our first live stream, yeah.
That's right.
We're 40. Yeah, fuck the game. We're 47 days away from our first live stream.
Yeah, baby.
Which is big.
What's big for us is big for you guys out there in the Cowboys world. Cowboys Nation, baby. Hey.
Bandwagon boy just going off over there.
Hype man. That's what I got to do.
You're hype man?
Yeah, I'm hype man today. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
I'm still rattled about that logo, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that you fucked it up.
Yeah.
You know what? This is. I said to you guys we should bring it out after a week of getting familiar, but you guys wanted to do it live. We're doing it live, and sometimes you live by the live, sometimes you die by the live.
The new logo the new logo looks great on the screen here right now.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll move past that. Let's get going here. What do we talk? AJ's grabbing another brewski there. Crack him if you got him.
Yeah. Oh, someone's excited.
Someone's excited, a little premature.
Whoops.
Hey, you use your shirt to wipe it up. Use that handkerchief shirt to wipe it up.
Is that a gift?
I like his shirt, honestly.
I mean, it looks great.
I love it.
But you had to say the joke. He left it up in the open for me like that.
I like to wear clothes that I can just spill shit on and not have to really care about.
Adam, you could not spill anything on your shirt without noticing it.
Oh no, I mean I should not ever wear white. I spill on myself every single day.
Yeah,
day.
white's a bad color. I can't wear white either.
And I wear white pants too sometimes during the week. And you know what? You got to embrace the spills.
Wow.
Couldn't do it.
White pants, you really gotta.
They actually look
Make
better.
sure-
Look, white pants look a little bit better, a little bit dirty. You know what I'm saying? Get some dirt on the butt, get some dirt on the legs.
That's the thing is they're
There's a story with why the dirt's there, right? I guess so.
well, no,
exactly.
There's the
They're like a scar.
they're prone for a bad poop day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, what if you shit yourself? Jeans you can get away with for at least till you change.
Or if you know when you go.
Squish, walk away.
Yeah, no, not even that. But let's just be honest here. You don't shake enough, and all of a sudden you get a nice little pee stain, and all of a sudden you got these yellow pee
Can't
stains.
risk it. I can't risk that.
Oh yeah.
No white pants
You know
for
what I'm
me. Speaking of white pants, the Cowboys wear white pants.
Oh.
This isn't the bandwagon boys podcast yet, boys. We got to stay on topic here a little bit. We've already talked about pee stains and white pants and tablecloths. What do we got going on here?
That was all in a 2-minute span.
What do we got going on here in the first week of training camp?
Okay, well, this is just some Jerry Jones news.
Well, that's fine.
Oh wow.
And I mean, it's relevant. He had an actually a really like open-hearted interview or like chat with the press, and one of the big things that came from it was Cowboys Jerry Jones makes an emotional confession about the infamous split between him and Jimmy Johnson.
So Nate, did you hear about this at all?
I'm reading this right now, and I can't believe it because I've never heard him talk about
this. It just came out.
Crazy.
So he got rid of Jimmy Johnson. What? 26?
93.
Yeah. So what is that? 27 years ago.
94 maybe.
It was after their second Super Bowl win. Him and Jones kind of had a fallout.
And then they brought in Barry Switzer's buddy.
Yep. No, they brought in Barry Switzer.
Sorry, yeah, Barry Switzer.
Yeah.
And they lost the first year after that Jimmy Johnson was gone, and then they won the Super Bowl with Switzer the following year. So there's
just what team won the Super Bowl before that though? What was
oh, fuck off.
San
Fran.
You got him.
I set you up for that dunk. That was I just tossed that shit right up for you right there. That was the battle though. But hey, I'm telling you this right now, Nate, and I'll say this with conviction.
Yeah.
If Jimmy Johnson sticks around, there's no fucking way San Fran's winning that Super Bowl in '94. No fucking way. Get the fuck out of here. But it's irrelevant because that's not what happened.
No, exactly. Hey, but what I like about this big revelation or not revelation, this big reveal,
more
is
so like a confession.
A confession.
Yeah,
this big confession is, I think, like this is just perfect. Cowboys on Hard Knocks, and they already get a lot of media attention. Now, you know how many people are, or maybe I'm wrong, but could take the opportunity to redo a bunch of Cowboys like documentaries, not redo, but just go back and retell that story now with just this little bit of tidbit of information, because you can completely do a deliberate tone.
I know, but why don't you go ahead and so what do you mean by with what information? The fact that he's confessing that he didn't.
Oh yeah, I guess we didn't even say.
Yeah, let's explain
we just
it.
read the title. Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry.
Enough.
So
kind of be speculative. Pretend that I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. You know,
I'm just assuming
Adam,
you don't.
This is great. I don't actually have his exact
Jerry, who?
quote. I guess it's I don't know.
Anth, do you want to take this?
Yeah, I'll take this.
Okay,
I'll
thanks.
take this. So Jerry Jones just basically finally came out.
I was trying to find the exact quote.
Every Cowboys fan has known this since at least, I mean, Jerry probably had it in his head for the first 5 years that he made the right decision. But now that it's been, 26 years since they've been in a Super Bowl, been in an NFC Championship game, I think Jerry's getting to the point in his life that he realizes that he made a big, big fuck up by getting rid of getting rid of Jimmy Johnson. He's basically saying he's admitting that he finally he actually said, I fucked up. He actually dropped the F-bomb, Jerry, not one of those F-bombs, the fuck F-bomb. He said, I fucked up getting rid of Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
So...
And I mean, I was trying to find the
exact
quote because I think it was kind of interesting, the question and then his entire answer. But you summed it up.
Well, he says it right there.
Yeah.
I just want to get both you little a-holes on this couch and ask you both, how could you fuck this up? That's what he said. I said, what in the world are you so anxious to talk to Jimmy about? He said, I just want to get both you little a-holes on this couch and ask you both, how could you fuck this up?
Yeah.
So...
I think he actually said, though, somewhere. I mean, we're doing a butcher of a job on this right now. But,
can I ask you something, AJ?
Yeah.
1 to 10, how stoned? 14?
I mean, for me, probably a 7 or an 8.
Oh, that's not bad. No. That's pretty good.
Wow.
Hang on. Let me.
I mean, Alex and I went and saw Forever Purge last week. And I smoked a little bit with them, and I was so stoned for the first, 10, 15 minutes.
Didn't even know what was happening?
Oh, man. I had, 2 hoots off of it, and it's like I just haven't smoked any weed for a while. So when I walked in the movies, ordered my stuff, and I was ripped. I couldn't even focus. I was waiting forever. They fucking took forever getting their popcorn. And I'm standing there.
Because they changed up the candies on us. Now you can only get the top 2 rows before you could get any candy. And so then it was just...
And you know when you get the most talkative fucking guy who just wants to, sesh some games, invite you to his LAN party or something like that? That's what happened with their concession guy was, all over their nuts.
Can I ask you guys one quick question? Who the fuck goes see Forever Purge in theaters? It's gonna be out on Amazon Prime in 2 weeks.
Okay,
I went for the popcorn.
Even worse. That was
yeah, fair enough.
The last movie I saw was basically this time last year when Tenet came out. So this was the first movie.
Great movie, buddy.
Great movie. Yeah.
Confused.
This is the first movie I've seen in theaters for almost a year. Oh, and it was a fucking Forever Purge.
What was the guy who was serving you the popcorn? What was his favorite movie?
Oh shit!
Because you know how it says on
there.
Yeah.
He was serving them, so I didn't get to see what his was.
Ah, damn.
But
they're always so random. You're like, well, that's your favorite movie?
I know.
Yeah, but he's probably 14, so
yeah.
His favorite movie is probably fucking one of the 18 fucking Marvel
Kung Fu Panda 3.
Kung Fu Panda.
WandaVision. Dallas Cowboys. DeMarcus Lawrence had off-season back surgery and will start training camp. I was almost there. Training camp on the PUP list. Now, Anthony, what the hell is a PUP list? What's a PUP list?
It just means they're hurt. Yeah. Player unable to practice.
Yeah.
Or what about
physically unable to play? Something like that. Yeah.
Player under pressure.
Player under pressure. He's. I think all these NFL guys are on that.
So was this was this expected or
no? This was some breaking news. They kind of held this DeMarcus Lawrence injury on the down low, kind of like the Amari Cooper thing, because Amari Cooper is another player that's starting on the pup. But we had heard, we talked a couple weeks ago about asking what Amari Cooper's injury even was. Remember, he had that ankle. What was it? Ankle irritation is what they called it. So that at least they said that about Amari Cooper. But this DeMarcus Lawrence, he's probably, Nate, I don't know how much you know about the Cowboys, but DeMarcus Lawrence is probably right now their biggest, I'd say, playmaker on defense. So having him not even be able to start out on the field at camp is pretty big news. Yeah,
he's important. He's important for sure.
You need to have one of those, as Jerry Jones likes to call them, war daddies on the defensive line. And so far, Lawrence has been our war daddy. And if he's going to miss a substantial amount of time, no one even knows what it is. A back injury, though, is something you don't want to hear for any of your players this close to season.
He's big money, too, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. They signed him up a couple years,
like
2 years ago.
2 years ago,
he broke the bank, and you know what? He He still, I think, with Pro Football Focus, I think he still ended up being one of the ranked a top 5 D end. Sure. But he just didn't have the stats, he didn't have the sacks that he usually gets. Yeah. I think he finished only with about 7 or 8 sacks last year, which is for the amount you pay, you want to see at least double digits.
Yeah.
Right?
He's high paid.
He's a high paid player, and if you're what did he have there? He had 6.5 sacks, and then 2019 he only had 5. So and then so the year 17, 18 he had over double digits. He hit his big contract.
Yeah, it was a contract year right there for sure.
Yeah, and then since then he hasn't broke 7 sacks, which is a little bit alarming because he's our number 1 defensive end, and you want at least double-digit sacks from. He's only actually broke double-digit sacks 2 times in what is that 8 years? Yeah, 7 years. That's not great.
He's 29, so he's still got some quality years left. It's not like he's
debatable.
The hill, so we'll see. Maybe this is he gets back on track.
Back on track?
Well,
back on crack.
I used wordplay there because he's on the pup list because of his back.
Look at this guy.
Hey,
wow.
Sorry, I forgot you're at an 8.
I'm at an 8, bro.
No wonder he's the star right there.
Yeah,
I hope. But there is so back to kind of just the training camp thing. It does open up opportunities for younger guys, right? So now you're going to get guys like Randy Gregory, who's had a pretty checkered history with the NFL. He's going to get a chance to maybe show that he should be the number 1 D lineman in Cowboys camp, and he's going to get every opportunity to do that with DeMarcus Lawrence on the PUP pup list, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Well, also now, guys like you guys, Jalen Smith that you guys have been talking about a couple of weeks ago, that guy has to step up now too, right?
Oh man, I just posted I posted a story about him. Fucking guy.
What?
So day one
on IG?
Yeah. Well, no. Okay. So I did the story, so it's not in here. You have to search it a bit. But so the story is it's Jalen Smith because actually Dallas Cowboys IG posted it. So if you go to the Dallas Cowboys IG, they'll have it. It's we'll just go to it instead of me trying to explain it.
No, keep blubbering your way through it.
I'll explain. So I commented on this Jalen Smith.
This one?
Keep going down. It's middle one, right? Yep. So this is the first day of Cowboys camp, and it's Jalen Smith dancing. And I'll show you the funny part about it. Okay, maybe scroll down a bit. I might even be on here somewhere. There I am right there.
160 likes.
Yeah, so what do I say?
Maybe he should worry about making positive plays instead of dancing.
And then so I posted it and I wrote, look at number 48, Drew Bill Cox. I wrote, number 48's just thinking in the background, can we just fucking practice?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are you dancing about? I get it, you're there to have fun, but you're there to fucking work, man.
It's time to fucking play.
You have no reason to fucking dance.
How much hate were you getting on there?
There were some pretty good arguments.
Yeah.
And by the way, Jalen, while I'm fucking on you, take off Romo's jersey, bitch. Fuck, I've been wanting to say that for a while. I'm all heated. I hate that he's wearing Tony Romo's jersey.
I do have a question. What makes you more heated, the Jalen dancing, or if you look at that logo for the Dallas Cowboys can fan on Instagram that Alex messed up? Yeah. What makes you more mad?
I don't mind that it got messed up because we were doing it live, and that's what happens when we're not there yet. We're not there to do stuff live.
You do it live.
We tried our best, and we'll move on from it.
But technically, when anybody goes to look at it right now, guess what? It's gonna be fixed. I'm looking right at you, motherfucker. It's gonna be fixed, dog.
Not by me though. Someone else is gonna have to do it.
Yeah, it'll be me. That's what you get when you're number 8 trying to fix the logo live under pressure.
I don't do it.
Not saying that you couldn't. Not saying that you couldn't do it under pressure, but at an 8.
I live my life.
Nice.
7 or 8 at a time.
7 or 8 at a time. I'm trying to get 7 or 8 deep. Oh shit.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh.
On the level of being high, what are you right now there, Anthony?
I'm 0. I'm 0 high. I have a little buzz.
You dropped your beer. You got a shotgun one on cam.
No, I'll puke.
I miss when weed was legal and we had to go smoke it in the back of 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you hate that you could just smoke up in the middle of a grocery store parking lot or something.
Well, I still do that anyway.
But you don't feel like you have that. It's not like scary anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Do you ever look at someone and go,
What are you looking at?
It's legal.
It's legal.
You left your car window down. Oh,
Thanks.
So what do we got here? DiNucci.
Okay.
So this is gonna
Oh,
be.
God.
It's not. You're never really gonna have the or the headlines for second or your QB2, but the Cowboys, as we saw last year, there is the chance that your QB1 gets hurt. Mm-hmm. So QB2 is arguably. It is a pretty important position as far as backups go. Like your QB2 is going to be your most important backup on your team. So.
Should I get a DiNucci jersey?
I'll kill you if you get a DiNucci.
Actually, your bet should be instead of wearing an Eagles jersey, it should be a DiNucci jersey.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't hate wearing I would still rather wear a DiNucci jersey than.
We'll get to the bet at the end of the.
Okay.
At the end of the
I got to say, arguably, he has the most important backup job this year.
But that's the thing. Yeah,
right?
number twos. That's what I'm getting
That's
at.
what I mean. I think the Cowboys have a real number 2 issue. I mean, they need a guy. Dak, that's a pretty serious injury.
When you look around the league last year, especially, and you see some of those like quality backup quarterbacks like
Joe Flacco.
Here we go.
No. Here we go. Here comes the. No,
Is he still in the league?
Flacco.
Yeah, Flacco's still in the league.
Well, Flacco, I guess, but I was thinking of the Carolina Panthers.
Teddy Bridgewater.
But
was he a backup last year?
No, he started last year.
He did start last year.
He was a backup 2 years ago in New Orleans.
Sure. Right.
For 2 years with Drew Brees, right?
Yeah.
But back to the point.
Is there anyone like that out there who can replace him?
No, that's the thing right now. Like, I honestly would have been okay with them bringing back Dalton. But Dalton, I think, got signed by the Bears, who he's going to have a chance to start in Chicago. But that makes our number 2 QB such an important role. And it's going to be a huge battle between Garrett Gilbert and Ben DiNucci. And I don't know how many games you guys watched last year, but I watched every game, and it was a hard fucking season to watch. And watching Ben DiNucci literally felt like someone was rubbing fucking sand in my cuts. The guy, I mean, he was a rookie. He was like a 6th or 7th round pick. So there's not much expectation. He probably wasn't expected to go in. Dak got hurt. Then Dalton got knocked into fucking Pluto by Washington. So DiNucci was definitely thrown to the wolves a little bit. And he's actually been saying the right things this offseason. He's basically said, hey, the guy you guys saw last year, that's not me. The game was too big for me at the time. If I get my shot again, I'm not going to fuck it up.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So maybe he needed that, you know, like maybe he needed that. He saw what he needed to improve, and it's going to be a really interesting battle, him versus Garrett Gilbert.
Garrett Gilbert.
Yeah,
Garrett Gilbert ain't win nothing, but he'll be in a CFL team soon to be. Right?
Hey, go to the IG.
Ticats.
Go to the IG real quick and get it on the screen. Scroll down.
Gilbert.
Scroll down. Scroll down. Keep going.
That's his name. Garrett Gilbert. No chance. That's his
Which
nickname.
one is it?
You'll know when it's there. There it is.
There?
Number 3? No way. How do you guys not have a shirt of that right
There's
now?
fucking Garrett Gilbert, the fucking double G, baby.
Yeah, we need
Look
to.
at that guy.
You know what though? He almost took out the undefeated Steelers last year.
He was a regular quarterback.
Yeah.
Just like any other quarterback in Dallas,
Double
except
G.
for one thing.
You know what though? I kind
He
of
steals underwear and sniffs it.
I kind of like if I was on a team with someone, if I look in your eye and you got some sort of fucking crazy in you.
Yeah,
he's got this
yeah.
look in his eye that if
Yeah,
he needs
yeah.
to fucking get that 2 yards, he's fucking getting.
Here's
But
the problem: cover up the bottom of his face, and like he's not smiling up top.
No.
Oh, he's dead. He's got dead eye.
But-
he's up to something else.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all overlooking the most important factor here. It looks like he's shooting hoops with his left hand and then waving with his right. So that's the bigger issue here. Like,
Hey.
He's afraid
Drained
of
it.
bees.
And not that I was looking, but those pants aren't leaving much to the imagination.
oh gee,
DiNucci. Hey, you got your cup?
No, that's Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Gilbert. You got your cup on?
Yeah.
Nope.
Double G wants that mushroom tip up in you.
Yeah, look at that guy.
Jerry says he
I
doesn't
hope
want
that
me wearing a
guy. I
jock.
hope that guy gets in just because of that.
I mean, this is just the quality content you get on that
Get
IG.
it. You get that IG. Scroll up quickly because we're on the GG.
Yeah.
Down a little bit to far right.
right there. Gilbert. So you know what? This is him against the undefeated Steelers.
Now this is Garrett Gilbert.
This is Double G. Fuck you, bitch.
Oh wow.
Looking like the white Lamar slide. Looking like the white Lamar Jackson.
He looks over at Red Rifle and he goes, "That's how you do it." Every time he safety slides.
So this was I was fucking jacked up because we still were in playoff contention here.
Yeah.
And Dalton hadn't really showed us much. And then you get the old fucking GG here. Boom to CD Lamb for the TD. It was a great drive. And I think at the end of the year when I guess they weren't really ever out of playoffs, but he should have gotten more game time just to see what you have with him.
Sure.
Because you wouldn't be in this predicament that you're trying to find your number 2 if you would have had maybe another game or two. Like Ben DiNucci should have never started. Garrett Gilbert should have started that game. And then the only reason Garrett Gilbert started there was because DiNucci had such a fucking gong show of a game against the Eagles. But I think they should have given him some more playing time in week maybe 16 or 17 just to see what you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm looking up now just the best backup QBs because they have like 2 solid potential like good thirds, right?
Oh, good third.
Yeah.
But I'm on the Garrett Gilbert bandwagon. Like they were talking about DiNucci being the second QB2. I'm a Garrett Gilbert fan. I was actually mad when they decided to go back to Dalton after his head injury, after his concussion. Although Dalton did end up playing a lot better. I wanted them to stick with Gilbert because you kind of knew what you were getting in Andy Dalton, right? Mm-hmm. How do you know Garrett Gilbert for some reason isn't the next big thing?
No, exactly. It's. I think
you know how I can tell you he's not the big.
That's how Tony Romo was found, right?
100%.
It's worth putting, a couple more bucks into a
jar,
into keeping. Red Rifle around. I'm pulling up right now. I'm pulling up the top backups here.
AJ, are you gonna be okay?
I'm fine.
You're doing a podcast right now.
Do we have to have 911 on dial? Are you reefing out?
Yeah. He's experiencing green hell. He's experiencing green hell.
I'm going through green.
He's experiencing green hell right now.
I've never experienced green hell.
Yeah, no, neither have I.
Me neither.
Here's a great band name, by the way.
Yeah, that would be a great band name.
I was gonna say before you talk about that part, every time I hear DiNucci, I think of the backup quarterback to Cap Rooney in Any Given Sunday. And I'm trying to remember. I tried looking on IMDb to find his name
before Willie Beeman.
Yeah, Guerra. It's something Guerra something. I think
Cooper Rush. Gross.
No, not Cooper Rush.
No,
that's a real player.
Yeah, I know.
Is it Cherubini?
Cherubini or something like that.
Yeah, it's Cherubini, isn't it? Yeah.
Cherubini, I can't even find my helmet. That's what I think of DiNucci. DiNucci.
When I think about DiNucci, I want to kick a hole in the wall.
I'm not excited about the backups.
You're not?
No,
you don't think it's going to be a good battle?
It'll be a good battle, but it's like it's a battle of.
But what is this? So what is it? We got this list. What do we got for first?
Okay, but hang on a second. I definitely will change my tune after Hard Knocks because I bet you anything.
Maybe DiNucci's got a great fucking 2-minute.
If DiNucci has a great backstory and he's a great looking guy, then he could win me over.
Like it cuts to a scene of DiNucci out in the parking lot. He's hitting a tire with a fucking sledgehammer, and then he's like pulling a sled, and he's like, you know what? I know when year one as a rookie, I let the fans down. If I get my shot again, I'm fucking taking it to the mountaintop. Like something like that. Yeah, I could fuck with that.
I just like to go home after a game and have some bacon and eggs and a glass of milk.
Is that Gilbert or DiNucci?
That's both. Could be both.
It could be both.
Gilbert does not talk to the media.
Are we pumping? Yeah, because they were scared of him. He's just looking at him with this fucking dead eyes and that fucking clown smile, and they're like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
For Halloween, Gilbert shows up as it, dressed as it.
No.
Like, Jesus.
No, it shows up as Gilbert. Is what happens there.
Totally.
Or Gilbert, they ask him a question like, "So, are you excited for this season?" And he just goes.
Or hey, no, so it's like
get him out,
someone asked Gilbert, they're like, so are you excited to compete for the QB2? And then he's looking at him like that picture, and the reporter's like looking behind him like, are you what the fuck are you looking
what the fuck is you saying?
Hello, Gilbert?
Yeah, Gilbert. I'm you know what? And we're actually getting ourselves excited for HBO Hard Knocks because now we're going to be looking forward to a splash spot from one of the QBs.
Yep.
And they're definitely gonna talk about the backup quarterback because it's a perfect little story within a story because you had Dak getting hurt last year, so they're definitely gonna play on that at some point. We'll probably cheer.
I bet you. Okay, I'm gonna call it right now. I bet you there's gonna be some sort of voiceover that says, and just like the 2020 season was struggling, the Dallas Cowboys quarterback situation was unparalleled. It was a pandemic of their own.
Oh, they're gonna they're
gonna use the word pandemic. I love that.
That's risky, HBO. Yeah. That is risky.
Guess what? If HBO ain't pushing home box office boundaries, then I don't know who is.
Are we bringing up any of the pandemic shit? Because there's been some.
Yeah, might as well hit it. That was a great segue by yours truly.
I don't know if we. I don't know if we've actually if we had it on the.
We do have it on the docket now. Here it is. It's this one specifically. There was another. You got in a bit of an argument online with some people about a Cole Beasley.
I don't think we cannot not talk about it when you're so vehemently posting on your Instagram story.
And Ant's take is so hard to understand. Ant's all about
not hard to understand.
No.
It feels like I feel like you could explain this to a 5-year-old.
You're right. But
and they'd be able to
people are so hard on
perfect.
One side.
That's why I'm here.
Are the other? But your stance is just about play football for me.
No, my stance isn't even that. My stance is if you don't want to get vaccinated, you don't have to.
Stop.
Okay.
Explain what we're talking about first.
Well, it's pretty fucking self-explanatory.
I know.
We're talking about the vaccine. The NFL's got a bunch of issues. They want everyone to have 80%. You got players that don't want to get it, which is fine. You don't have to get the vaccine. My issue is with guys like Cole Beasley that come out and say, I'm not getting it, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to get it. But if you don't get it, you got to adhere to the NFL's policies. And if it's because of you that there's an outbreak, they're going to hold you accountable.
Sure.
That's it. If you don't want to get vaccinated, you don't have to. But then you get Cole Beasley going on Twitter and fucking having these passive-aggressive fucking tweets about, oh, I'm such an idiot. I've taken care of my life. I think I'm doing pretty good. No, you are a fucking idiot if you don't understand that the NFL is just protecting themselves. That's
Sure.
it. The NFL does not give a fuck about Cole Beasley. There's a fucking million little white slot receivers that are just chomping at the bit to take Cole Beasley's spot.
The best thing...
Adhere to the policy or fuck off is basically it.
I just want to note, at
absolutely.
36 minutes and 56 seconds, Anthony Bessie's face got as red as his hat.
I didn't wear sunscreen last week.
I think the smart thing to do is like I take the side of being like, yeah, my body, my choice. Okay,
for sure, I agree.
But and you're not arguing against that. But I totally agree. Like the league is going to do what it wants. It's just about making money, and so games
they've got to protect their sponsors, right?
Exactly. Totally.
Okay,
They've paid for this time.
That's why the Olympics are going on.
Exactly.
So shut up, and then be one of the 20% that don't, and fucking skirt under everything. Because if you blow things up, the media will make you an attention point, and now the NFL will have to react. Whereas if you can skirt under, like the NFL is as good of a business as they are, they fucking will, like the UFC, I always have the same vibe. Like they're so big and they seem to always follow the rules, but the rules are always seem to end up in their benefit.
Yeah.
Sure. And maybe it's because they follow it 100%. I don't know, but
so this is my biggest issue with it. The reason I'm getting into arguments with people is because this one, like certain fucking people will message me. Like I posted the clip of the Cole Beasley's tweet. Didn't say anything about me taking either side, and I get messaged from someone going, stop harassing these players, let them do what they want to do, it's a free country, unfollowed. It's like, okay, sweet, you unfollowed me. 1, I don't give a fuck if you follow me or unfollow me. 2, point to the fucking spot, point to the spot where I said I want the players to get vaccinated. I don't care. I think you should have your option. If you don't want to get vaccinated, don't get vaccinated. But if you want to play in the NFL, you're going to play by their rules. That's it. And you can't tell me Cole Beasley. I will fucking say it right now. I will fucking be so goddamn surprised if Cole Beasley isn't lined up for the Bills week 1 because he's going to shut his face and he's going to adhere to them because he's got a $4.7 million salary. There's no fucking way is he that stupid to say no to that.
And you did also bring up the point of like, okay,
I would blast whale cum. I would inject whale cum into myself for $4.7 million.
But I will say this.
Damn, really? You said that?
$4.7 million. Do you think that'd kill you?
No,
I don't know, but it'd be nice to have $4.7 million
What, like,
before you die.
I did say I would do a lot of fucked up shit for $4.7 million.
Whatever appendage they've done robotically the best, that's what I'd shoot the whale come into, and then I'd cut that limb off. That limb would be cut off.
You're getting $4.7 million. You can do whatever the fuck you want, man. And that's my biggest issue. Do what you want. It's like you said, it's your temple. Do whatever you want. But back to this, what we were going to say with Zeke, you know what his number one reason was for getting the vaccinated? Did someone say game checks? That was what he said. He realizes right there. Right there. It's right above the picture. It's just right above the picture.
Yeah, he's about that money, boss.
So, and that's the thing. You're gonna get the biggest.
Is that me in 30 years? Hopefully,
he's Zeke. Like Zeke's being a realist. He's gonna get the vaccine and he's gonna do what he can because he wants to get paid. I don't know if this is gonna be his full interview. I just meant the quote. I just meant the quote right above.
Hopkins said he's going to retire.
Top of the screen.
Yeah, I see that there. I was hoping to get that moment.
No, it's a full thing.
DeAndre Hopkins said he's contemplating retirement.
Yeah, it's grandstanding. That's all it is.
That's craziness.
Zeke looks great there, by the way.
He looks trim.
Yeah.
The point I thought that you made that was good though was like, okay, so what if someone else who is vaccinated comes on and because it's not we know it's not like this.
Exactly.
Perfect shield. It's never been sold as that, right? So it's kind of a gray area.
This is what makes me think the NFL's kind of speaking out of their ass because they said if you're not vaccinated and you cause an outbreak,
right?
But what if you are vaccinated and you cause an outbreak? Well, now what's your hand, NFL? What are you guys doing?
And how can you really trace it back to?
Well, I think they do those. They have the tracing shit on the phones. So they do have weird ways. Like the NFL was huge in it last year.
Tracing us on our phones?
Well, I mean, obviously, it's like the back to the COVID shots. Well, they're putting microchips in you. It's like, bro, you willingly walk around with the phone that tells.
That was my argument too. I can't believe that.
Like you're literally walking around with a cell phone.
Obvious.
Yeah, you literally tracks every movement, everything you spend money on, everything you search. Your phone.
Every time you open a computer, anything,
and you willingly carry that, so they don't need to inject you to get a microchip in you.
Bill Gates has already got your ass. It doesn't matter.
But if like we were saying, what if it is somehow they use this tracking device and Joe Blow from, Chicago Bears now got the whole team sick, but he's vaccinated. That's just going to make their whole thing look like a farce and make it seem...
Well, then what do? Then it becomes... Because I think with that point, oddly enough, it's interesting because they do come as a business. They negotiate with the NFLPA. The NFLPA represents the players. And
that's what I was going to ask. What does the NFLPA say?
But I wonder, like, if that's the case, and we'll see what happens, how does the NFLPA take that into consideration then? So we have one player who's not vaccinated and one player that is. They both cause an outbreak.
Yeah.
And one gets penalized, but it's like, but the outcome
is
the same. So... I don't know. I would think that on a legal side, because they're two corporate entities, even though we're watching a game of sports, at the end of
the day, there are so many people's livelihoods that rely on these fucking players to play the fucking game.
Yeah.
Like not just the teams,
play
not just
to
the owners.
Win the game.
Think of the people that think of the people who are running concession who are just like, great, I got a job again because the fans are allowed back into the stadium. So. It is what it is. There's just so much. There's so much stuff going on. NFL can say whatever the hell they want, and if you don't do it, you don't do it. Then don't play or pay the fucking consequences. And you want to bitch and moan about it, like then don't play in the NFL.
Well, that's like Kid Morford said. He messaged or commented on one of the things. He's like, the NFL. I mean, the NFL has all the cards in their hand. There's just too many guys that are fringe players that are making $1 million, $2 million, $3 million bucks that won't make even close to that in their life after their 2 or 3 years in the NFL. Do you think these guys aren't? They're going to say fucking same thing I said about 4.7 million. Maybe they won't inject whale cum, but they'll take the vaccine, right? They'll take the vaccine because it is these guys. You can play 3 or 4 years in the NFL, and if you're right and do well with your money, you can set yourself up for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that game check on a $1 million contract means a lot more than a game. Even though it's a lot of money, I'm just saying you making $15 million a year compared to one.
Why do you think you're not hearing about any no-name guys saying it? Because the no-name guys aren't arguing it.
Yeah.
They're not the ones that are DeAndre Hopkins that's making $15 million a year.
If anything, they want the big guys to sit out or something like that, so they get a chance to show.
100%.
The craziest thing is that the NFL is saying they're going to cancel games. The NFL has never said that.
I don't think they will, though. They're just saying that.
No, it's a crazy threat, but it's crazy that they're saying that they cancel games.
Yeah.
They didn't threaten that even when the pandemic was going on.
No, they basically said if it got canceled, it would be rescheduled. Now it's not.
Mm-hmm. They had games on like a Wednesday.
Well, look at. I think last year showed them just how much of a shit show rescheduling midweek games.
Yeah,
having to do all that stuff. How much it fucked with their system. So they're
plus they have another week now to plan ahead. Right?
Well, that's what they said. They said it's not going to get moved to week 18. Yeah. It's gonna
you're fucking done.
You're done.
What's interesting though is I would think that they wouldn't mind it because then they get to own more time slots throughout the week, right? And you think like the reason that they have. I don't know. I think one of the reasons that they have the Thursday nighters and the Monday nighters and Sunday is to just take up more TV time, right? More of that prime time opportunity.
Sure.
Speaking of prime time,
Prime time.
But the Saturday play when the bye week's over.
Yeah.
And they start playing some of those games on Saturday, or is it the playoff games?
No, they do playoffs on Saturdays.
Yeah,
playoffs.
So
but
I think last year was they played a game on every day of the week.
But that might it was the first year. But that might be the issue. It might have been such a fucking nightmare behind the scenes that they're not doing it this year. This year, it's if you fuck up, you don't adhere to. And I'm not taking a side on any of the. I don't give a fuck what anyone does with themselves except what I do with myself. I don't give a fuck what the NFL does. But if you want to play in the NFL, you're gonna listen to them. Yeah, that's it. And that's the NFL stance.
That's
right. If you don't want to do this and it's your fault that an outbreak happens, you're getting forfeited. You're getting I forget what team it was. I just read any player that breaks COVID protocols that isn't vaccinated is going to get fined $14,000. I can't remember. I just read that today. Can't remember what team it was.
So and I think the NFL always goes hard. They change up how hard they look at things.
Yeah.
So this might be something that's like not a conversation after week 4.
I'm hoping we did this. Just it's such a slow part right now. Every team's getting a training camp. I hope
we need news stories.
I hope this just fizzles out into training camp and there's no issues, and we just talk about football and we don't have to talk about COVID at all.
Speaking of though, this effing hat is so dope.
That is a dope hat,
and you gotta watch the YouTube to see it.
Dallas, what does it say?
Dallas Center.
Dallas Center. That is a cool hat. Is that what Bandwagon Boy 2 wants for his birthday?
Oh,
Dallas Center hat.
Me and Adam were looking at that, and I knew he wanted it. And now I'm gonna.
Your birthday's what? August 3rd?
26th.
August 25th.
25th. Fuck, I get closer. I get closer each time we talk about it. I was like, your birthday's August 3rd, isn't it? And I was like, anyways.
Yeah, I said that because you said that last week or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Nate knows our convos. He's a genuine fan. I love
Next
it.
time Nate's
not
on,
a fan. Not a fan.
After.
You're a guest. You're not a fan. You're a guest.
Stone Cold won the title on No Mercy. Listen to you guys this week. So there you go.
Nice
whoa, really? Stone Cold?
Yeah, well, I play No Mercy and 64 while I listen to the podcast.
Nice.
And I was Stone Cold this time, and he won the heavyweight championship. So thanks there, guys.
Fuck, you're welcome. You're welcome. Did he drink a couple Bud Lights after?
No.
He didn't. I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not light beers though.
No.
Okay, 3 reasons why the Cowboys could be legit Super Bowl contenders.
So before we even get to this is just typical late July, early August.
Can we just look at that guy's?
I mean,
look at that guy.
Come on.
Yep.
I feel bad for him.
It looks like a Harry Potter character.
What's he doing there? Yeah, what is he doing?
You actually made me just smack my knee. That was a knee slapper.
What is he up to?
He looks like
You're saying he looks like Creature, one of the house elves?
No, the house elf is Dobby. Dobby.
But Creature's the one in the in the Sirius Black's house elf.
So
I'm not talking about Bucky Brooks, by the way.
No, Bucky Brooks is my boy.
Harry Potter.
Bucky looks good.
So this is your typical NFL looking for click. This is like as clickbaity as the NFL can get. Say something about the Cowboys winning a Super Bowl, and that article's gonna get clickbaited to shit.
Before we hop into this, Anth, do you feel like it's gonna? I mean, a gift and a curse for the podcast. It's great, but do you feel like the whole Hard Knocks and just being the Dallas Cowboys being like worthwhile of talking about because the fan base is so large that it's just going to get a little blown up here over the next few weeks.
100%.
Like
100%.
We're going to hear stories about everything.
And you know what? The only thing that makes me feel good about this, and I'm usually not a very superstitious person, but usually the Cowboys have a really shitty year, and then they have a good year, and then they have a shitty year, and then they have a good year. Last year they had a really, really bad year, obviously. Mm-hmm. So in my head, they're going to have a good year this year, but I also feel like any year they're really, really hyped up going into, they suck. And I just feel like you can feel this hype. You can feel this hype building around the Cowboys this year. And I'm expecting the worst and hoping for the best.
But what's different though? Right now, we've got two players on the basically the core of the offense outside of the O-line who are still in their prime, coming into like the second half of their career, right?
Yeah.
Bouncing back from injury, and then we've got at least a name brand coaching staff.
Yeah.
And our defense got pretty improved.
That's what it's going to be
on paper.
It's going to be. It's going to be. It's dependent on the defense.
Yeah, and first year that the bandwagon boys have been behind the Cowboys, baby. Let me get one of those applause. Let me get one of those applause from the sound pad.
I'm just giving a little extra sauce.
Settle down.
You know what's funny though? There was a meme.
My stone cold look right here.
There was a meme going around.
Yeah, there it is.
There was a meme going around.
Hell yeah.
The last time, I don't know if you guys catch up with the NBA at all, but the Milwaukee Bucks just won the NBA championship. The last time the Milwaukee Bucks won or NBA championships, the Dallas Cowboys won a Super Bowl.
And actually, so bring up.
And I tell them I'm saying I'm not being a superstitious guy, but I feel it a little bit.
I got to say though, in that division, it's question marks in all the other three teams.
Yeah.
Quarterback questions.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
And you're gonna think Dak Prescott's probably top 5 quarterback in the league.
I would hope so.
He may be coming. I mean, I'm not a Cowboy. I like Dak Prescott. I really like Dak Prescott. So I hope he does well. The thing about it is, quarterbacking is what is in the league, and the other three teams. I mean, Jalen Hurts. I was never even sold on him in college. I don't think anybody was.
No.
That guy is just beauty. Look at that. This is
I forget what his name is. He's actually a
Andrew
dope,
something.
Yeah, Andrew Siciliano.
Siciliano.
Yeah,
great,
something like that.
great guy. We don't mean to laugh at him, but that's just a hilarious freeze frame.
It's just a freeze frame there.
It looks like he's about to take off.
It looks like he's morphing into another character.
I'm sure he donates to the Boys and Girls Club. But I mean, look at that. That's hilarious.
What a great dude. Actually, I do love, shout out to Andrew Siciliano. I do love
you know what's shitty?
Red Zone.
I love the. No, he doesn't.
No, he's not Red
Andrew
Zone.
Hansen does the. Not
Skeletor's
Andrew Hansen.
Skeletor's the Red Zone.
Scott Hansen.
Scott Hansen.
No, I thought that was...
No, Scott Hansen's fucking Red Zone, bro.
They would never let him do it.
I was going to say, well...
Because the Red Zone was actually separate from NFL Network for a while.
Oh, he's actually a pretty good looking
guy.
He
does.
No. Do host of Red Zone.
Andrew Siciliano, that does not look like that freeze frame.
The
freeze frame guy looked like... The freeze frame guy that we were looking at looked like he was some sort of 50-year-old elf.
So maybe...
That is Andrew Siciliano.
Yeah, but who do you watch your Red Zone through?
Andrew Siciliano.
No, what do you watch? DAZN?
I mean, I don't want to get into the specifics of
who
provides me with Red Zone. It may or may not be a controversial...
Red Zone host. Red Zone host.
Well, we need to talk later.
NFL Red Zone host.
Okay. Yeah, Red Zone host Scott Hansen.
Scott Hansen.
It's
weird.
Skeletor wins every time.
I know Skeletor is.
Why has he been searched so much in like the last little bit? Look at his Google.
He actually
There's
looks
crime
like,
going on in his neyborhood. Like this guy.
No, he looks like a buff version of the guy from Princess Bride. What the fuck is his name?
He does totally.
But Siciliano also does a
the guy who does the trades of the poison.
He does do a stream.
The
So we're both right.
what's his name?
He's
also the guy in Saw. Fuck.
The Black Pirate?
The main guy.
The Dread Pirate Roberts?
No, not the Dread Pirate Roberts. Farm Boy.
Carrie Ewells.
Carrie Ewells. He looks like Carrie Ewells. Bring up Carrie Ewells on Google Images for a second. And
great movie, by the way.
Fantastic movie.
Oh, yeah. Ask me how to spell that stupid fucking name.
You just have to spell Carrie.
I would have went...
Look.
Oh, wow.
He kind of looks like Scott Hansen.
The internet spells for you.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Kind of looks like Scott Hansen. Now type in Scott Hansen. while we're on your Google.
I mean, could Scott Hansen do Princess Bride?
I thought you were going to
No.
rate Scott handsome.
Kind of. They look like brothers. They look like brothers.
I mean, that guy's chin is chiseled like a fucking pure
One's more
linebacker.
talented than the other, but
Did someone just
Was
die
that a
upstairs?
ghost? Jesus.
Oh, let me check it out.
Okay, so back to not DiNucci.
well, this has never been done
Benucci?
before.
Well,
We just lost
Adam's thinking
Bandwagon
step
Boy
up.
1.
Hey,
It's
I'm gonna
never.
try-
I've watched every episode. Never.
and I'm not
happened
gonna.
before.
I'm not switching the camera up. So it's
No,
on
you don't
guys.
have to. That's fine.
So,
Damn it! Now I lost my
Train of thought.
not my train of thought.
yeah.
My link. Here we go. So we still have to get into this.
It's classic.
The 3 reasons why
It's
Cowboys.
classic. Look there.
Yeah, 3 reasons the Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders.
Let's
Because
see.
it's fucking clickbaity.
Yeah. Okay. Can you guess number 1?
I'm going to say Dak's back, maybe.
Yeah. And
Is it actually?
of course it is.
Oh,
Oh.
Dak's back.
And it
Literally,
literally,
literally
is. Dak is
only
back.
because it rhymes.
Literally,
only
Dak
because
is
it
back.
rhymes.
This is the guys in the writing room. Okay, we need
Something
we
catchy.
need something out. We need I don't know, Cowboys. Oh, I love it. Cowboys, Hard Knocks. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, let's write about it. Okay. What do you think? I don't know.
Well, Dak's
Dak's
back.
Dak is back. That's our number 1. Okay, so what can we build around that?
Dacky Jack.
Reasons why to love the Cowboys. Old,
Yeah.
played out. We're not going to do that.
They haven't been in the Super Bowl in 26 years.
Okay, there
Why
we
they
go.
could be Super Bowl champs.
That's right. Every team has a chance, right? Okay, it's the beginning of the year.
Number 2, I'm
Jerk
going to
me
try.
off.
What do we think? Number 2, Dak is back. Number 2,
Do we even need to get into it? It's like, hey, your starting quarterback is back.
Yeah, like it's pretty, and he so happens to rhyme with
It's
back.
Garrett Gilbert is the reason number 2.
I'm gonna go something defense. There's got to be
Gilbert.
something defense. I'm gonna say something defense and something Zeke, or 2 and 3, or 3 and.
Okay.
It's got to be Zeke.
Zeke's got to be one of them.
He's got to be 2.
Everything all good upstairs, by the way?
Oh yeah, Riker dropped his iPad. The one thing I was gonna say, but before we got off the Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks, is did you see that TikTok or that Instagram live video where I think Giannis, which I'm
Giannis.
Giannis,
You
and
don't
he's-
pronounce the G.
Giannis, what he did afterwards, got like 50. He went and got like 50 McNuggets from Chick-fil-A.
Oh, because he had 50
Not
points.
49,
Yeah.
not 51.
Yeah.
Let's look at that in
Are
a
they called
second here.
McNuggets from Chick-fil-A?
I mean, we're right around that TMZ time, so
We
I
are-
thought that would be perfect. Segue.
It would be, but we haven't even. We're still going through this article that we've been trying to scroll
Do for
through,
5
so-
minutes.
So we're almost done,
Okay.
though. Don't worry. Then we're gonna hop over to some Adam TMZ. People.
No,
want
I mean,
it.
I got nothing this week, so that's perfect.
Okay.
I'm
we
gonna
got
say
two, you got two
defense
things,
Zeke.
actually, then.
Defense Zeke. 3,
Okay.
2 and 3.
Number 2 on this list here. So number 1.
Oh, no,
Dak
something
is
to do with
back.
Prescott again.
Prescott isn't the only offensive stud with a clean bill of health. Okay, so we got Tyron.
Oh, okay. So they're talking about the O line.
That's right.
I kind of like that.
Should try to say it less creepy.
What's
next
the guy
time.
that retired? Frederick?
Yeah.
Center?
Yeah. Not last year. Year before.
He was a
Travis
center?
Frederick. Yeah.
Frederick.
Okay.
But we got Tyron Smith, Lael Collins, and Zach Martin with the.
Yeah. Those guys are
yeah.
fucking beast. And if they're all healthy, that's massive.
They
It
missed
really
a
is.
combined 36 games last season.
That's
so
crazy.
That's a lot for an offensive line.
Yeah,
Too
like
much.
there was times
Goddamn.
that Andy Dalton's fucking running behind Joe Blow from fucking Superstore packing like he
Well,
literally.
Andy Dolan could be running behind
No,
us.
I honestly think Andy Dalton, if he had that starting line, they could have possibly scoundreled
a win or two.
well,
Yeah, okay.
Super more
I
guy.
agree. A win or two.
playoffs. I think they would have made playoffs.
Playoffs.
Playoffs?
Yeah,
I think
Playoffs?
I
Playoffs.
do think that.
Talk to
think
Mahomes
it's-
about missing your O-line. That's what I'm going to say.
Exactly. He was missing 2 fucking O linemen, and they blame it on Andy Dalton had literally 1 starting O lineman.
I think I remember you even saying that. So when Mahomes was, when everyone was bitching about Mahomes not having his O-line.
Yeah, I made I did his post about it. Yeah.
And then you're like, oh yeah, but my Cowboys did this.
1, I don't have a Texas accent.
do-do-do.
2, my voice isn't that deep. Try again, son.
Oh,
I said not that deep.
okay. So we're looking good.
Let's
here.
just go 3. Let's go down
let's
to
go
3.
to 3.
We're looking good here. And number 3, of
Yeah,
course, is
defense.
Dan Quinn, straightforward defense could be a game changer. Basically saying we're just going back to fundamentals.
Yeah.
Fuck anything special, and we're just going to stop you from getting 10 yards when we need you to stop
Every
you from
time you
getting
touch
10
the
yards.
ball.
Dan Quinn, the former head coach of the Falcons.
Yep.
Oh
DQ.
wow, he's a
Yeah. So and this is the thing,
Damn.
but you know where
that's a good pickup.
Nate, you know where he coached before he was the head coach?
Seattle with the Legion of Boom.
Legion of Boom.
Yeah, okay.
Nate, dog, I know you know your shit.
Oh, look at
Because
that.
most people will be like, Dan Quinn, well, the Atlanta Falcons, they lost, blah, blah, blah. It's like, do you not remember Dan Quinn the last time he was a fucking defensive coordinator? It was for a Super Bowl. It was a Super Bowl winning team. He was a Super Bowl winning coach as a defensive coordinator.
Yes.
And he was a fucking crazy miracle of a comeback away from being a head coach Super Bowl winner.
I was just gonna say, at least he's not Darryl Bevel.
Yeah, right.
Now-
Exactly.
Could this also be why we're in Super Bowl contention this year?
Well, that's one of the 3 reasons. Yes. Welcome to the chat,
That's
bro.
big.
I'm happy to be here.
Look, this is one of the 3 reasons, and I think, yeah, that's fucking. That's what I think is gonna be great to.
Stay on track. You're supposed to stay on track. When we hit a bit like that, you got to keep plowing through. Like you're not stuck with it.
You're not Ocho'd?
You're AJ, you're our Aikman.
Sorry, that's my fault. I'm a rookie.
No, it was perfect.
Rookie
It
ball.
was a perfect bit. I set it up.
He set it up.
I set it up, and then
fucked it up.
and then AJ wiped it away with his fucking shirt. Let's go.
That was good.
All right, fuck me. Okay.
I mean, if you want.
You know what?
At this
It's
point.
no logo thing,
But before we move on to Adam TMZ,
We're gonna do a little Nate Dog
we're
news.
just gonna give Nate about 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, here we go. No, this is definitely.
We got some. So here's the truth. Now you tell the people what you said to us earlier, and you be damn well honest.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Don't
be.
fucking
you can,
lie to
you can
us.
Say whatever you want.
You can say
what did I say?
Exactly.
you were mentioning something about the attention that you were paying and which team it was going to, and which.
Are you trying to get him disowned?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get anyone disowned. That's why I'm trying to be very convoluted about.
Well,
the whole
actually, you know what?
scenario.
If I get disowned, I will go harken back to a few episodes ago where brother
Brother Adrian,
no, not brother Adrian. The
Bandwagon
second
boy.
in command.
Bandwagon boy 1.
Bandwagon boy.
Frodo
one.
Baggins.
Frodo.
The
here.
Shia.
I will say that I have no idea about Fred Warner being the highest paid linebacker now. That's crazy.
Yeah, San Fran's. Fred Warner is.
And he's a hell of a fucking player.
Fuck, is he good?
These guys can draft linebackers. They had Patrick Willis, who
Oh man, a Hall of Famer maybe in 9 years.
when Patrick Willis retired, I knew that was going to be the end of the defense.
You know what
but they had Fred Warner.
You know what's crazy, Nate? I think Patrick Willis ended up retiring and going and working in Silicon Valley.
Yes, he went and for like what we make.
More like
Probably more. I mean, but
he ended up. He's like a smart like Patrick Willis, fucking GOAT linebacker. That guy.
yes, absolutely
should be in the Hall of Fame. But Fred Warner, like you said, is probably gonna. Has been picking up.
He averages like 120 tackles a year for a linebacker.
Definitely.
That's fucking sideline to sideline.
He's what I want Jalen Smith to play like.
Sure.
Well, look at this contract. We got 3.6 2021, 8.1 2022, 18.5 2023, and then 24, 23, and 20 million.
So the thing
he'll be cut by 2025.
Well, this is
but how much is guaranteed? Right?
This is what
42.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Okay,
This is how they always do these contracts. They give you want the guaranteed money, and then they'll always give you lower at the start and then heavy at the end, so that they can shift that money eventually.
Right.
For cap space.
Well, and yeah, shit, man, I would fucking. Wasn't there when Harris retired, or was it Harris?
Willis
retired.
Willis.
Wasn't there a whole bunch of San Francisco players that retired that same
so there
year?
was
Yeah,
a
there
bunch
was a bunch
shit.
of guys that just walked
retired,
away.
and like Alden Smith had his
flu.
issues, like, and he was like a defensive.
That's right.
He was like defensive player, and he was a Cowboy last year, and he actually had a pretty good year. But he was like a defensive player of the year. Patrick, like they had such a good defense, and it was just like
Super Bowl.
Crumbled.
it crumbled. Yeah, they were Super Bowl, and then the year after, or 2 years after, it was just
Yeah,
like
that was
Kaepernick was gone. Alden Smith, Patrick Willis, which was probably their biggest 3 names.
Yeah.
Crabtree was gone. I mean, he wasn't as substantial as the other guys, but yeah, they kind of just crumbled a little bit.
Yeah, that was it.
Like a
But then,
like
but
a
then,
dry cake.
but then they, you know what? Their defense right now, because we're still on San Fran here, because Nate Dogg's our guest here. Last year, they got the only team that was more injured than the Dallas Cowboys.
49ers.
San Fran 49ers. because they possibly at the start of the year. They were in the Super Bowl the year before. They had
boys, yeah.
Yeah, they could have.
Bosa's second year, and he gets hurt the second game.
Yep, Bosa out.
Yeah,
they had like 18 different running backs. It seemed like.
Yeah,
they were beat up.
And Jimmy G was a quarterback, which is always just an asterisk. But
the fact that any running back that came in to play for San Francisco was being swallowed up on fantasy goes a lot to like say what that offense is like. Yeah, I feel the same way about Dallas's running back scenario too. Like whoever the hell's back there,
drink some fucking milk. That's all I gotta say.
Zeke's about to eat, son.
Yeah. Okay, we got some Adam TMZ news.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so what we got in the worldwide news realm? I mean, it's pretty weak. This is probably the
one winks that you looked at me.
This has probably been.
Hey, shout out to the Bare Naked Ladies.
This has been the longest podcast that I haven't mentioned to Paul Brothers. Is at the 1 hour 5 minute mark.
Well, we got him now.
Logan Paul versus Anderson Silva. This is the big news.
So why is this weak, Ad? Why? Because he's actually fighting someone that's gonna kick the fuck out of him. Is that why it's weak?
I didn't say it was weak.
Oh, I thought you said it was weak.
I said this is the first week that it's taken this long.
No, but you said before. Anyway.
Oh, I said weak news. Like it's just kind of we're like there's. I don't have too much on the docket. Actually, I got a few things.
Okay.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
You're thinking about it.
Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, here, let me rattle
give him the podium.
Okay, let me rattle it off. Okay, so Logan Paul versus Anderson Silva. This is probably a pretty good fight. Anderson Silva is a tough enough opponent that Logan Paul probably thinks he can fight him and beat him.
Never.
And if he does beat him, gives him enough credibility.
There's just no fucking way.
He'll sell a lot of things. The big thing is in the kind of Paul brother space right now. The other thing that's going on is Logan Paul was just on
the Paul's. How would you say that? Paulverse?
The Paulverse.
The Paulverse.
The Paulverse.
Nice.
Sounds like a sex position.
Logan Paul was on. Logan Paul was on KSI. Had KSI on his podcast.
I'll try it.
And he was the first. He was the first guy that Logan Paul actually fought. So the big thing that's coming out of that is KSI is probably going to fight Austin McBroom, the guy who dummied that TikToker Bryce Hall, who's like, I've gotten 40 street fights, and then it memes to him and be like, I'm not a fighter. So Austin McBroom's going to fight KSI, and then KSI is probably going to fight Jake Paul, and that'll be a pretty big draw because Logan Paul's lost to KSI twice.
See, this is my best thing. This is the best thing. This is the best thing, though. They're talking about KSI fighting Jake Paul. Jake Paul's about to fight Tyron Woodley, who is going to fucking steamroll through him. Nate, do you follow the fight game at all?
Only through this podcast.
So Tyron Woodley is an ex-UFC. What is he? Lightweight champ.
He was a champ. He was
four-time.
Yeah, four-time. And this motherfucker can throw hands. He ain't fucking bag of milk Ben Askren. Yeah. He's gonna be able to actually
welterweight. Whatever the fuck that is.
Here's the thing. The Bandwagon Boys will be live streaming
but we said that last time, and then you two fucks decided to go. Like, we were going to live stream...
well, we are going to live stream this one.
If we would have live streamed the McGregor fucking fight, that would have been awesome.
I know, we should have. We're going to live stream this one, the Woodley versus Paul fight.
When is that? August
something. And it's in his hometown of Cleveland.
Oh, well, guys, guess what? I got a damn wedding on that day. So
guess what? Have fun. Now you're totally throwing me off here.
Sorry. Okay, Tyron Woodley, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Jakey boy Paul,
Jakey the Snaky Paul.
In a boxing match.
I actually had a few things I was going to talk about. Now I'm totally blank.
Why has he got a Falcon? Did he get picked up by the Falcons at some point?
What the fuck is this?
Maybe it's the Atlanta Falcon news.
They're probably fighting somewhere in Atlanta.
No, they're fighting in Cleveland.
You mean
that one? That one. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so what about this upcoming match? I'm actually on a. I think Woodley. I mean, shoot, I'm a UFC guy, so
there's no fucking way Jake Paul.
I don't know.
Even stands a chance.
But it's boxing, so it does throw off a person who's trained fighting with.
Yeah, but
I think it's going to be good. No, I think it's going to be a good fight, and I absolutely think Jake Paul is going to come out
and get knocked out.
I don't think Woodley's going to knock Jake Paul out.
Yes, he will.
And I don't think Jake Paul's going to knock Woodley out, but I think it's going to go to the judges, and the judges are going to credit. They're going to give points to what the fuck's his name?
Is it a sanctioned fight? It's different.
Sanctioned. No, it's legit. It's an
so
actual.
it's different than that bullshit that we saw a couple.
Yeah, no, it's an actual. It's an actual.
I mean,
real
that was an
records.
abomination. That
So
we saw.
Tyron Woodley, they had a press conference a little bit ago, and
They're gonna
Woodley,
get tattoos or something of each other.
Yeah, they had a weird. There was a really weird exchange. But Woodley was like, "Man, I don't think you understand. I'm taking this like it's a fucking fight." He's like, "I'm training like I'm going in to fight Mike fucking Tyson." He's like, "This guy's talking about, oh yeah, you're fighting Disney guy. I don't give a fuck if you're in Disney or not. I'm training to fucking put you down." Right. I was like, at that point, and they showed Jake Paul, and Jake Paul was like, "Oh fuck!" Like Woodley's going into this like he wants to fucking kill the guy. It's not Ben Askren who came in looking like a fucking if you put 18 fucking kilograms of cottage cheese in a see-through bag and just shoved it around. Tyron Woodley's gonna come in looking cut, and he's gonna fucking go to hurt the guy.
Okay, I think I'm doing Ben Askren's diet right now.
Yeah, like me and Nate look like Ben Askren. Like Tyron Woodley's coming in like
we look better than Ben Askren.
Yeah, Ben Askren.
But I will say.
I hate that you love the Paul brothers so much.
I don't. But
Bullshit.
I'm just. I think
I love it. It builds It builds controversy.
But I will say that just because what I hate is the fact that everybody goes, "Oh, YouTuber." He's been boxing every day for the last 3 years. He's been fighting.
Who? Nate? Who has he beat up though? That's my thing.
It doesn't matter. He's at the start of his career.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Which is the older brother, Jake or Paul?
Logan Paul's older brother.
Here's the whole difference,
Jake or Paul is Paul.
Jake Paul's the younger brother.
No, Nate asked who's the older brother, Jake or Paul?
Yeah, I have no idea who
Jake or Paul.
I think for
they
Joe,
both look the fucking same.
I think for
Jake
Joe,
or Logan.
I think for
Jake
Joe,
or Logan.
I think for Jogan and Lake Paul. I think both of these guys. No, we have fun. We have fun discussing it, but the reality is, all of us can respect coming from whatever Disney or YouTube fame, and then changing into
to
something
get punched
like
in the face, you fucking bet. I respect that.
right,
yeah.
and not only that, but like turning it into like a legitimate millions.
Okay.
Like
Millions. They're doing it
respect or not, like you can hate on them. They're taking it seriously, and I'm not saying who cares. Like I'm like I said, I'm a UFC. I come from the UFC side of things, so I think it's comical. But they're still making way more money than fucking.
Can we
UFC
Google
fighters.
or can we YouTube Tyron Woodley knockouts?
Okay,
so Ad can see. I don't give a fuck if you're a boxer. I don't care if you're a street fighter. I don't care if you're a chef.
I will just say this.
Who is Jake Paul knocked out? Tyron Woodley.
Nate Robinson.
He was a fucking NBA player. He was like a point guard in the NBA. Good.
He's as tall as me, by the way, as well.
Ben
He's
Askren.
like 5'5".
Ben Askren, a grappler in the UFC.
Look, I didn't say they were great knockouts. You just said who did he knock out, and I was just replying to your question.
Well, look at what he's about to. You ain't looking up fucking Ben Askren.
I'm not even switching to it. I'm not going to put the podcast on.
Whoa, he's putting it. Whoa!
Look at that. You about to get done.
So that type of knockout can't do it in boxing.
No, but how do you think the guy got on the ground? Because you weren't looking at the screen.
You're pushing.
Okay, hang on.
Pushing the
Guys,
levels.
3 minutes. We got
3
3 minutes.
You're pushing the levels.
Look at that fucking. That guy looks jacked as fuck.
I mean, yeah,
no.
yeah. Tyron Woodley is a beast.
Scary.
Oh wait, he
Can't
doesn't
do
look
that.
like a bag of milk. That's weird. Well, can you do this, Ad? Let's ask if you can do this one.
Check, though. Fucking stupid.
Can you do this
Koscheck's a
one?
vet.
You
Kick
can't
him. You can't kick.
No, but can you do
shit.
this? Boom, you can do that.
Oh, he waited.
Pretty sure you can do
Oh,
that.
he waited. Then he hit him.
Tyron Woodley says, "You know what,
Ooh,
Jake
that's
Paul
a
looking
sweep.
motherfucker, you just got put
That
down."
goes-
Yeah, no, hands
Look
down.
at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Jake Paul is going night-night if he gets hit by that.
Okay, fun fact.
Koscheck looks good.
Koscheck, I fucking have never standed.
What about this, though?
hate
Can you do
Koscheck.
this?
Fucking
Can you do
worst.
that? Can you just knock someone into fucking Tuesday? Oh, that's fucking really.
Shin kick him? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
there
but
you go.
the
There you
guy
go, bro.
The guy just bitched out because
No,
he
and just to answer your question, no, you can't do that in
no,
boxing.
but he punched him first.
Okay, okay, we're 1 for 3 here.
Can you, that guy's out.
Hang
He's
on.
already out.
Well, he shouldn't have been doing a spinning bolo punch like that.
All right. Fact of the matter is, we're all gonna get real hot and sweaty and bet on this. I
I
do
just
like.
love that Adam thinks Jake Paul isn't going to get killed by
I
him.
didn't.
And I love that Logan Paul thinks he can fight Anderson Silva.
Now, if you,
I didn't
if
say.
you-
Look, I think I made it very clear before you get in hot and heavy. Listen.
Adam Paul, they're getting knocked. Both those fucks are getting knocked out.
I think that it's gonna go to technicality, and it's gonna. Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna see. And I can't wait to shove my dick in your face when I win the argument.
When you win,
When I win the argument.
Adam Paul's just pumped that
Yes, we won. The brothers
you did it,
won.
bro. You fucking did it, bro. Oh man.
Okay, you know what? I seriously, the fact that you got so jacked up, I forgot the rest of my news. I don't even know what else we have on the docket here.
It's okay. The last thing that we can just wrap it all up on is the other half of it is Logan Paul versus Anderson.
We've already said it. We've already talked about it.
We did, but then we jumped all over to Pogan Lal or whoever his name is. And anyways,
who knows?
Silva actually KO'd someone or sorry, won the fight. I shouldn't say knocked out.
I thought he did.
He won a fight against an actual boxer. Yeah. So mind you, the guy was old.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Hang on a sec. Even more important than all this boxing bullshit.
Is it?
Yes, this is huge.
Britney's showing her boobies on Instagram?
No.
Really?
So Kanye West did a listening party for the new album, Donda. And on his last track, finally, after so many years, Hova spits a verse on the track.
What's a Hova?
Jay-Z.
I was just joking.
Okay. So, and it's funny, Kim Kardashian's out and Hova's back in.
So they're snoodling, they're docking.
And there's a great line in there with something about
talking
Yeezy and Hova like Moses and Jesus or something like that. It was sweet. Anyways, the fact that the Throne watching the Throne 2 might come out finally would be amazing.
I went there.
The best Kanye was when he was with Jay-Z. So,
and before we hop into
Nate and I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, you guys are Kanye. You guys love Kanye.
We're
West?
Well, I just said
we're metal guys.
Loved Kanye West when him and Jay-Z were finally good. So
when they were doing something in Paradise.
Yeah,
Paris.
So for the longest time, Jay-Z and Kanye have not. They've had like this feud. Kanye.
You're rich.
They've had
I'm
a
rich.
feud.
Yes, I didn't even know this.
Kanye's a borderline
schizo.
Borderline. No, he's a full-on schizo.
He's bipolar.
He's bipolar.
He's certainly
careful.
Okay, anyone who makes really good art like that is gonna have a little bit of a weirdo.
But do you think
you do not want to meet your heroes because they're all probably fucking weird.
I'm snapping my fingers.
So
at you.
sorry, you met me.
Bring up. Show them the shot of what Kanye looked like at a listening party. On Twitter, they streamed the whole event. Doesn't sing it at his listening party. He just stomps around as an entire stadium just looks at him in the center of the ring. No, bring up video. Bring up video.
That guy's fucking crazy. This is my issue with this. Was he crazy or did he get famous and then become crazy?
Probably famous and then became crazy.
I think he was always a little weird.
Whatever weird. Brought in the money.
Bring up and show the shot of what he looks like, though.
I am trying to do
so
that.
You know the Kardashians, anything that's famous.
Okay, but just go on YouTube.
Why does he look like?
Because then they flag us.
Go back up to his picture. Why the fuck does he look like the Kool-Aid guy?
Okay, but look at this.
He really does.
So no, hang on.
Man, I'm gonna have some cherry.
No, that's big.
Who did it better, Kanye or the Kool-Aid guy? Like, he looks like Andy Reid on the sideline.
But he does. He looks like Andy Reid.
But just think about this for a second. Kanye West is in the center of an arena, as everybody in the arena is listening to the album and watching him kind of stomp around in that outfit.
Do you see the prices of the food?
This is the issue. It's not Kanye's fault. It's our fault as a society that's even an issue that we can go do that.
Well, it's not really an issue.
It is an issue. You're going to go watch some crazy guys stand. How much were the prices to go watch that? That's an issue.
Oh, dude, the food prices were like up into $30 plus for fucking chicken.
So, it's normal that people paid fucking $200 to go watch Kanye sit in the middle of somewhere.
Wow,
I would have been whipping a fucking beer out of him.
Apple Music streamed the event
and made a lot of money.
I mean,
you don't think that's an issue?
Look, some people not. To be fair, some people look at us paying
how does Kim
hundreds of dollars to go.
She was there.
A bunch of dudes run into each other with helmets on. They'd look at that and say that's stupid.
But allegedly,
and I call those people fucking idiots.
Cretins.
So allegedly,
cretins.
the
dog.
Let me just fucking talk here, bro.
I'd rather not.
This is my segment right now.
It's true.
I will cancel you. I will mute your mic.
Are you gonna fucking say it?
No, I'm not. But allegedly, Jay-Z recorded the verse a couple hours before the actual listening party.
Fucking mind
so that's
blowing.
It.
That's
Let's
awesome.
How the hell did he do that? Anyways, it doesn't
Technology. Matter. What would Jerry do?
Oh, here we go.
Hey, okay, so I got a good one.
Hang on, stop. Yeah. If you look at how disappointed or angry Anth is right now, we went from a Paul brother conversation right into Jay-Z and Kanye.
My mind's just mush. I looked over at Nate and he was slamming straight out of the bottle. I was like, I feel you, dude.
Okay, hey.
I feel you. Fuck Kanye. That guy's a fucking cocksucker, in my opinion.
I think this
one. He just got how many? He just got thousands of people to come watch him sit in the fucking middle of a stadium. I don't even know.
I feel like you guys could do that.
Yeah.
Now.
I would pay anything now. I would pay $200 to watch either of those guys sit in a stadium.
Oh, look, way better than Kanye. Like Kanye. At least these two have talent.
We're getting getting tens of people per week to do the exact same thing for our podcast. Okay, so all right,
we should all get jumpsuits.
Hang on.
That. Okay, let's go again.
Jumpsuit.
What would Jerry do?
All right, you stupid little sons of bitches, sit the fuck down. All right, so Jerry is he's always kicking around with this time machine that he has, and he kicks it and it starts up again, and he's like. Stirs his whiskey with his finger. He goes, one
his finger?
Yeah.
Gross.
One more trip won't hurt. Takes it. Yeah. Down the hatch. And then he hops in and he goes. He's going. Now, in his mind, he's been sitting around all night and he's been thinking about an argument that he's had in the past. Something that he lost. He lost this argument. Could be about anything. Very big or very trivial. Could be about Cowboys. Could not be about Cowboys. But he's going back in time because he has the perfect answer now to that argument to like win it, right? And
I know what you're fishing at.
You know when you yourself you have an encounter with someone and then you're driving home and you're reliving the moment and you're thinking of all the things that you should have said or that you would have said at that time. Well, Jerry's been doing that like for his whole life, and now
I got one.
He stirred up his whiskey, took a drink. So what scenario would Jerry Jones go back, or which argument would Jerry Jones go back to win? And you don't have to really say how he would win it, but that's a nice addition.
And it's going to be way different than what you guys think. I know you're kind of fishing for the Jimmy Johnson thing. Oh. But so Jerry Jones got rich. I'll give you a little backstory about Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones got rich with oil, which we haven't said in a while. So Jerry Jones got rich from oil, and the way he got rich was it's called wildcatting. So you basically buy a drill, and you go and you start just drilling into the ground. You pick random spots, and you just drill. And you hope that you hit oil. There's no guaranteed. So you're basically gambling, and you're hoping you hit oil. It'd be like us going into a field somewhere in Alberta and being like, I hope it's here. And going. So
we just keep drilling holes day after day.
Jerry Jones's father was a very rich man, and I honestly think Jerry Jones has honestly already initiated this plan. I think he did go back in time and then win this argument with his dad. I think at one point before he invented this time machine, Jerry had a conversation with his father that he was going to go wildcatting, and his dad said, "No, you ain't, son. I will bend you over and I will tan that hide." And Jerry was scared and didn't do it. And then he ended up being a fucking accountant for his dad for his whole life. And he stumbled upon this time machine. So Jerry then eventually went and took this time machine, went back and grew a pair and grabbed young Jerry and said, "You tell that old fuck you're going wildcatting, son.
You're a wildcat."
So Jerry Jones this secondary universe that we're talking about now, old Jerry like Biff coming back to young Biff, said, "Go wildcat and tell your old man to go fuck himself." That young Jerry's in this universe right now. He wildcatted. He made $150 million that then he used to buy the Dallas Cowboys.
And that's why we're here today.
The reason Jerry Jones bought the Dallas Cowboys is because he took a chance that old Jerry, a.k.a. Biff-looking fuck, said, "Go wildcat. Tell your old man to stuff it." And that's how we ended up winning all these Super Bowls. We're living in the world of old Jerry is the product of this time machine. You just.
And so if I wake up tomorrow and there's 5 Super Bowls in the Cowboys history, then I know for sure that Jerry Jones is using this time machine.
They already have 5.
Know. I mean,
6.
6. Well, I was adding on more from the 3 within Jerry Jones's.
Oh, so 4. Four from Jerry. Gotcha.
4 from Jerry. Yeah. Do we have a better one?
I don't think so. I mean, I have we have a couple ones. Unless Nate Dogg, our guest, do you have a what would Jerry do?
No, an answer.
Damn, that was pretty good.
The only thing that I would say is that Jerry Jones goes back in time like only 3 years to that first conversation he had with the new Starbucks clerk that always fucks his order up, and he gets it right this time. Like he starts the relationship off right because
he was too nice to reach.
Every time it comes, it's not that hard. I don't have the same honey. I can't get it here. They won't deliver it. I'm just out of the service area. I can't get the same honey.
So he uses it just the time machine for something so simple.
He goes back and he's like, and I just want to make sure that you remind me of, remember that Jerry likes honey. He's always getting stevia or something like that instead, right?
Maybe he also goes back in time and he tells his son, Steven.
Oh, Stephen Jones.
You like pineapple.
Shit. On that note, Nate Dogg, loved having you on. Hate San Fran, but love you. Bandwagon boys sitting over there looking fly as fuck. I'm your host, Anthfest. You know what? We rebranded. It's the Cowboys Can Fan podcast.
Cowboys Can Fan.
We're going to iron out the deficiencies, and we will be back every motherfucking Tuesday.
Hold on.
Talking